Welcome back, sports fans. In this segment, I'm going to discuss the key injuries for both teams, and I'm going to share my thoughts on those. For the Lions, Hunter Bryant and Kenny Golladay will unfortunately miss their second game this season, as they are both still out with hamstring injuries. Added to that is Desmond Trufant, who injured his hamstring during last week's game against the Bears, so he too is out. And then added to that as a late addition is guard Joe Dahl, who's out with a groin injury. Upgrade to questionable is Halapuli Vaitai, who has a foot injury. So hopefully he'll be able to play. Because without him, and especially with Joe Dahl out, the Lions' offensive line becomes mighty thin. And that's going to definitely affect their offense, in addition, of course, to Kenny Golladay being out. For the Packers, guard Lane Taylor is out for tomorrow with a knee injury. Defensive tackle Kenny Clark is out with a groin injury. Wide receiver Equanimeous St. Brown is out with a knee injury. Linebacker Randy Ramsey is out with a groin injury. And defensive lineman Montrevious Adams, and I probably didn't say that right, my apologies to him, is questionable with a toe injury. So the Lions and the Packers both have a lot of players banged up, and quite a bit to their defense. I think based on this, I would expect to see a higher scoring game than last week's game against the Bears, to be sure. It says that the Lions are going to have to put up a lot of points to keep up with the Packers because, as I already predicted in the last segment, I believe the Packers are going to easily score more than 30 points against the Lions. I don't really see any way, based on what the Lions have done this year, how they're going to be able to sustain, how they're going to be able to consistently stop the Packers. And conversely, I think it's going to be hard for the Packers' young players to stop the Lions' offensive weapons that they do have. Though be it, if the Lions' offensive line does not protect Matt Stafford, this could turn into a blowout loss for the Lions. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. Because at this stage, this early in the season, this is an awful lot of injuries for actually both teams to have. In the next segment, I'm going to make my predictions for tomorrow's game, and I will wrap up another episode of the Detroit Lions tomorrow for all of you. Stay tuned to Detroit Lions tomorrow on Ed's Sports Channel.